So we're going to look at part 3 on Unit 4, Worksheet 2. I'm going to start by just making a cylinder. And so I'll do that by drawing a circle, center here in the axis. The full diameter is 40. And then I'll extrude that 6, because that is how thick most of the shape is. You'll see that the hole and the raised part in the center is an additional 1, so we'll make that at the very end. Then we're going to sketch the surface again, and I'm just going to draw one of these teeth. So to do that, we can go from the center all the way to the top. Diameter is 20. We want to go 4 less than that. And then we're going to use the arc tool. Oh, we have to find our endpoint first. So this one we want to be 60 degrees from the top. You can see that this measurement, though, if I typed in 60, it would make it way up here. So we are looking for how far 60 degrees from the vertical is from the horizontal. And so since the vertical and the horizontal are complementary, they add up to 90. 90 minus 60 is 30 degrees. We use 20, which is the full radius. And so this is the endpoint of that arc. Now I can use the arc tool. Click my first point, my second point. First, second, and make sure that it's bending the right way. Then we're going to do is grab the dimension tool, and I want to dimension this arc and say that it has a radius of 23. So I'll change this a little bit. I can finish this sketch and extrude that piece, and I want it to go back through the shape to actually cut. And so now what we have is just one cutout section, but what we're going to use is the circular pattern tool to make it repeat it around the shape. And to do that, we can go down to create pattern and choose circular pattern. And the first thing we have to choose is what object we want to copy. So I'm going to actually click this extrusion down here in the bottom, which is the second extrusion or the cutout. And then for the axis, it brings up the origin axes, and I'm going to click the x-axis, which goes right through the center of my cylinder. Now, if I'm looking at it from the front here, it only defaults to 3 of these teeth, but we need 6. So I'm going to change that number, press OK. And so it took that one tooth that I cut out, and it cut out the rest of them. Then the rest of the shape will just be creating a circle, raising it a little bit, and then putting a hole through that. And so our shape is finished. Oh, no, the teeth are actually filleted, and then also I messed up which side to make that raised on. We can go okay. Cool. So here we could use the fillet tool at the end and fillet each of these edges. But if we make that fillet as part of our original sketch, then our circular pattern would also be able to handle it. So I'm just going to do it this way. And now it's filleted. And this intersection is on the right spot.